Have you ever wanted to achieve your goal so bad, you would sacrifice time, food, and even sleep to get it? To give you some context, I have about an hour to get 4 wins and get my reward. If I don't, I'll miss out for the second season in a row. What follows is the story of my last hour in Rocket League. Game 1 started off normally, except for lag. But even with this issue, I found a way to score. Another lag spike caused me to save the ball right in front of our net. At this point, my teammates haven't done much. But then things seem to calm down and we can focus on the game. Then the opponents clear it right to me. I keep it close, hoping our third will see that I'm awkward and put a shot on net. But he was literally right behind me and we lose possession. All of this causes us to be out of position. Luckily, the opponents panic shoot, and it narrowly misses going in. And this was just the first 30 seconds. I think it's going to be a long night. Then, in an effort to play defender for my team, I sacrificed filling up on boost to guard the net, allowing my teammates to do whatever they're doing over there in the corner. Suddenly, I saw my opportunity to attack and clear the ball away. It didn't go far, but it began our team's move in the right direction. This began a small sequence showcasing how useless you can feel without boost. Then, with the ball having gone clear over my head, I was confident my team would continue the pressure. But that confidence was quickly shattered when I found out where he actually was. The answer was B Sunless, waiting at our goal for the boost to respawn. However, he does manage to boom it up into the air and follow it up with an aerial. But then a double commit from our teammate keeps us from taking the lead. A 50 from myself and the pressure is still on them. I keep one of them busy opening the net. A huge clear and the pressure is now on us. Some top level play leads to the ball spilling mid. Then I get under the ball and keep it close for my teammate. This time he's there, but goes for the demo instead, giving the ball back to the opposing team. Then I try to keep the pressure on with one of the weakest shots of my life. More high-level gameplay, and just like that, we're on the defensive. Then the entire orange team chases after the ball. I notice one heading mid, and take him out. A tip for all the low-ranked players wanting to get to higher ranks, just know that not everyone studies the game, and they may not know what to do in a high-level, high-pressure situation. With the momentum shifting back and forth, each team looking for their opportunity, I began to simply try and keep it out of our net, as my teammates seemed too impatient to keep rotations in order. Every time I saw an opportunity, I missed, and I couldn't tell why. Then the answer was revealed. And then our teammate rose to the occasion and put one in for the lead. Now, you'd probably think to yourself, with a minute left, we could just play defense, right? But that's not how low-ranked players play. It usually goes more like this. The winning team increases the pressure, and the losing team starts to fall apart. See what I mean? But what you didn't expect is for the trash talker to get the ball and ground double tap on 2 of us, making us look like fools. Now, with even less time and a bigger threat, it was more important than ever to be defensive. A few panicked choices leads to a dicey situation. With no time left on the clock, all we needed to do was let the ball hit the ground. But then my teammate decides to aerial, and fire one on our net. Luckily, low-ranked players have like a 30% shooting accuracy. He missed and the opponents couldn't capitalize on the ball being so close to our net. We won, but that was just game 1. Game 2 started off rather chaotically, with everyone playing like their season depended on this game. I felt like I wasn't able to find my place in the rotation. And if you're unable to get a rhythm in your rotations, anyone can score on you. The third goal went about as well as the first. A pass off the backboard over an unsuspecting goalie, making it 3-0. But just like Gandalf, in the Battle of Helm's Deep, hope was on the horizon. While trying to keep the pressure on the opponents, we 50'd the ball in such a way that it pinched it right into their net. 3-1. What happened next is one of the reasons I play Rocket League. I don't usually have much of a plan when it comes to kickoffs. Heck, I don't even speed flip. My only objective on a kickoff is don't own goal. So I always send it to one of the mid boosts. And that's when our teammate goes to the very top of the roof and sends it right into their goal. And then, like a gift from God himself, a kickoff goal, top right, bang! Tight game. What happens next is the reason I don't like to play Rocket League. The ball is heading towards our net. Our teammate gets it out of the corner, but lands awkward. He rotates ball side, and bang, clears me off the ball. A great pass from our opponent, a genius defensive move by our teammate, and Sargent takes a rage dump all over our hopes. Down 1, but there's still time. The stress and time were taking their toll. I had been practicing all afternoon in prep for this recording. Fatigue had began setting in, as mistakes after mistakes kept me and my team from scoring. I made a last-second save, but it didn't change much. Morale was low, rotations were bad, but we had to keep fighting. In this game, every touch mattered. Then, a miracle. A mistimed save resulted in an own goal. Tight game. In a shocking twist, well, you watch. And just like that, we were in the lead with 20 seconds to go. Then a mad scramble to defend our goal. And just like that, we are 2 victories away from the Diamond reward. Our team was on the attack early. I didn't want it to go down to the last goal like it did in the last game. I was so aggressive, I even went for a bump after taking my shot. I'm usually too cautious of a player to go for that, but time is running out. But then my aggressive play got the best of me, because when I went for what I thought was a pass mid, it became a mistimed aerial and I landed right on the goal line, blocking the ball from going in. The stress was getting to everyone as the opponents missed too. Two minutes had gone by and still no score. My opportunity for a shot came, but I got demoed and sent back to our side. As I made my way back down the field, a shot opens up, but only for a second as a defender saves it and clears it away. Both my teammates double commit and send it high. This is my chance. I can do this. A miss, but in an effort to save this, the opponent is up and sends it off his own backboard. Okay, a double tap. This shouldn't be too hard. I misjudged the read, and it goes past. Then, out of nowhere, a teammate who's paying attention, or is just too impatient to wait his turn. 1-0. Tensions mount as both teams are looking to make the next goal theirs, when suddenly, a mistimed backboard read from myself leads to the opponent scoring. Tied game. Then I found this little detail I noticed while editing. He hits it a second time. No wonder the defender let it go. It was a lucky touch. When it comes to this one, I can't even explain. Just watch. What remains of this game isn't important. What is, however, is that we lost. Game 4 started quick. It seems as soon as the ball was in play, it was in their net. Goal 2 was just as quick. It was 2-0, 20 seconds in. But the opponents answered back with an angle I've never seen before. A few offensive moves from me that looked good but didn't result in anything. But then the opponents hit us with a ranged attack. Tied game. Then, after not many seconds had passed, a play came where I went high when I should have went low. The ball rolled up the wall. But there was someone already waiting. Down 1. Half the game left to go, so there's no real reason to panic. Yet, when suddenly a breakaway. Tied game. Then, a little while later, an opportunity was presented to me. At least, I thought it was for me. 4-3. Back when he said go for it, he must have been talking to himself. After what seemed like forever trying to kill time, we suddenly found ourselves in an odd situation. They could tie it up. It all came down to this moment, and the kickoff was mine. Just don't own goal, just don't own goal. It's okay. Relax. Go. It hit the roof, then the floor, then we won. 9 of 10 wins. Just one more win to get my reward. This late at night it was hard to find matches, probably because they all had school in the morning. God, I know you're listening. Just one more win, and I can go to sleep. I've been practicing. I don't know if I deserve it, but I need this win. Just one more. Game 5 started off with one of the sickest shots I've ever seen in the low ranks. But we aren't in the low ranks anymore. The time of night began to take its toll. I felt like I was just watching this one, but no one else was exactly stealing the show either. Until a weak save and blue team being piled up into the net. I had the kickoff, and I noticed that my opponent didn't go. On any other day, this is for sure a goal. I've done it hundreds of times. But this time wasn't like those times. I'm tired, my hands hurt, and I want to go to bed. But then, 3-0. It seemed like it was all in the bag, when all of a sudden, it was the champ who was cut in the net. Another sign of fatigue. And the opponent's score, 3-2. I feel like I belong in Diamond, but not in Diamond when the sun's about to come up again. I attempt to clear the net, which doesn't amount to anything, when all of a sudden, the opponents begin to fall apart. One stops moving, which stops an incoming attack in its tracks. Two up. That's it. Months of effort, time, and energy. Must be championed to advance. My favorite sentence to read after a long season. So what did we learn? Rocket League is hard.